I don't drink soda.
There's a guy that lived here in town,
right here
behind
in town?
the railroad tracks. And whenever I go deliver to his house, because this podcast is available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get the show.
But we also offer local delivery.
Do local delivery.
Local delivery. So we'll come to your house. We'll bring you a burnt CD that has it on there. I mean, a lot of people,
or a flash drive.
Anyone over 45, 50, the odds start going downhill that they're going to know how to access a podcast. So we provide the service of bringing these old head CDRs that have the week's podcast on them.
Yeah, for them to listen to anything, they have to take a CD and put it into a physical deck.
And I mean, honestly, we're losing money on it because we don't charge anything. I mean, CDRs, you still have to pay for those, and gas.
They're actually more expensive than ever, the CDRs right now, because nobody really uses them like they used to. So whenever I deliver the podcast to him, he's always like, hey, do you want cash or do you want weed? And the first couple times I was naive and I was like, yeah, I'll take the weed, There's nothing wrong with more weed. And he had already tipped pretty good.
He was getting, this was an additional.
It's additional tip.
Oh, okay.
So on the Patreon, he was already top tier. And now he wants to give me some extra. So I took the weed, worst weed I've ever seen in my life. And he gave me these capsules that were homemade THC capsules. And it was like a black tarry substance inside of a capsule.
Do you think it was like, remember when hash oil first came out and people were just like making it with they were just taking like a bunch of weed and like pushing fucking butane fluid through it and like scraping the residue and being like, this is ready to go.
I think it was either that, like some poorly made and poorly cured hash like that, or it possibly could have been
resin,
bong reclaim
actual resin.
Wow, like reclaim resin.
And
that was
just
wet.
Like you put it in a capsule that's boom. Like
turn a capsule, you eat it up. That probably would get you high.
It would probably make your breath awful.
Oh, horrible.
God,
horrible.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, something like the Stizzy 40s, which is a sponsor of the show still.
Yeah, I mean, they sent us like
we had a third-party partnership.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Yeah, and it wasn't a particularly lucrative one. We didn't really get much out of the deal.
So yeah, get it, don't get it, we don't really care, but that's what we're smoking.
I got no skin in the game with this.
No. Are you ready to fire this up, Jerry? Are we ready? All right.
I see the phone still here.
Yeah, the phone is still here.
So that's a real deal, huh? Like we're locked into this Disney deal. No getting out. Did you talk to Natalie Coldwater?
No. I thought you were going to reach out to Natalie Coldwater.
Nah, I'm assuming Jerry didn't. So we'll still have to do that.
Satchmo, did you talk to Free Candy? Did you talk to Natalie Coldwater?
That's great, Free Candy. We'll check in with you later, bud.
All right. Well, yeah, we haven't gotten a call yet, so hopefully we don't. Hopefully they, stay out of it like they were supposed to. Let's start the show. We'll clear everybody up on what's going on.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Yo. Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Boohyah.
Hi, I'm 2024 presidential candidate, Awesome Ty.
Computer is here, the one and only artificially intelligent podcast co-host. We got Satchmo, formerly in some sort of weird puppet sex trafficking ring and saved and sent to us by the government.
He's got quite the story.
Mm-hmm. Smart Plug is here.
Smart Plug's here. I don't see Smart Plug. Is he here in spirit?
Is Smart Plug not here?
I could see Disney cutting Smart Plug like straight off the top.
Yeah, wait, where did Smart Plug go? Jerry, where's Smart Plug? Okay, I guess Smart Plug is late, maybe? I'm not sure. Free Candy is up in Canada. Say hello, bud. Hello. Now, last week we found out that we were bought out by Disney, the mega corporation.
Yeah, this came as a surprise to both of us. We were kind of caught off guard when all of a sudden this phone appeared. And we started getting calls from this guy, Doug, who's apparently a high-ranking Disney exec. I don't know, the chain of command over at Disney. I don't know how high he is, but apparently he has authority over us to a great extent.
And Doug called us, let us know that we're under contract for the next 3 years. And then that nothing will be changed.
Yeah,
in the
he said
show.
that. He said that, but then immediately kind of started making demands. So I don't know. We're still kind of feeling this thing out and getting ideas to how this is all going to work. So bear with us as far as that goes.
But it's been a very productive week, very busy week.
It's been. I mean, running for president fucking sucks. Honestly, like I'm gonna see this thing through, but like what was I thinking? Like what was my angle here? And then if I get elected, when I get elected, my fucking life's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to do anything cool. I'm gonna constantly be under scrutiny from the entire country, regardless of what I do. And like, really, what benefit is it? Just like an ego thing? Is that why I'm doing this? Is that why Trump's doing it?
I think that you're doing it for tax exemption mostly.
Oh, will I not have to pay taxes?
Yeah, presidents don't pay taxes.
What?
And also anyone that's adjacent in your life doesn't have to pay taxes.
Okay, I can deal with that.
And also, the clout. It is kind of an ego thing because you want the clout of being president.
Yeah, but it's like I can't even use the clout to get pussy without being, Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
And it's like, at the end of the day, isn't that what clout's all about?
Well, I think you can't get pussy while you're actively in the White House, but once you're out of the White House, it's fair game. And you're still president.
That's true. And then I can always run like a second time, assuming I'm not reelected, which I'm almost certainly not going to be. If by some miracle I'm elected to president, as president this first time, people are going to instantly regret it. I'm not.
Yeah, reelection ain't going to happen.
No,
but don't let that sway you from voting for us.
No, I'll be a good president. I'll be a good president.
It's going to be good. And we also, are obligated by our family to mention that we still have very strong family ties.
Oh, absolutely. Do you mean like our family? The family.
The family.
Oh, yeah.
Family ties.
Yes.
And we are going to be using those connections to get us up to the White House.
Yep. Sometimes, those connections are all you really need to make a problem disappear.
But somebody from the family called me a couple days ago and they said, hey, you haven't mentioned your involvement with the family and your support for the family.
Oh, yeah. That arc is still going. The mafia arc's still alive and well. It's, it's much like kind of...
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, the family. It does represent the mafia, you're right, but it's not a real mafia. We're not an actual mafia. It's like
Is that
it's like an ironic type of...
Is that Doug?
It's Doug. Yeah, it's Doug. Yeah, that's Ty. Oh. Okay. Well, he actually just stepped out to go to the bathroom real quick. So can we call you? Is there a way that we can call you from this phone? Okay. So okay, yeah, I get it. All right. Yeah. All right, I'll tell him.
What was that all about?
He said he loves you.
I love it too.
We're not allowed to bring up the family anymore. Disney wants no ties with the Italian mafia. Which I tried to tell him this wasn't a mafia thing, and it definitely, if it was a mafia thing, it wasn't Italian.
Didn't we just make it a point to talk about how Disney said they weren't going to change the show? Disney has, they own adult properties, right? Like, they own...
Miramax.
They fucking own everything. They own Fox.
They own it all, yeah. But I think the thing is that that's an active criminal organization, and they don't want to be involved with that. So they're not going to change things, any of our artistic things. But if we have involvement with criminal,
we've been building this arc for months.
I know.
Like, what? I just don't understand why they would purchase this niche podcast if they weren't familiar with the content and on board with it going forward.
Yeah.
It's just...
I don't know.
All right. So we can ditch that, I guess.
There are a lot of episodes, so maybe, they missed that. Those couple of episodes where we started that mafia arc.
Yeah, I think that Doug should go back and do his homework, because if he did, he would make himself, familiar with the extended NHP universe and we wouldn't have to explain these things to him.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll table that for 3 years. That's fine.
So a lot of exciting things happened recently. One of which that I want to talk about is ICP at the VMAs.
Oh yeah. I sent you a picture of that. Did you dig in any further and see what that was about?
I mean, I saw some of the videos, interviews with them on the red carpet and stuff. What do you mean what it was about?
Why was ICP at the VMAs?
Because they're famous now. They've been doing a lot of podcasts, appearances. They've been running around doing drink champs and Kill Tony.
ICP's been very famous for a long time. Could it be that perhaps now MTV's just hurting? And I don't necessarily know about that though, because the VMAs, you had Taylor Swift, you had Sabrina Carpenter, you had all of the A-listers, so it's not like they've stopped going.
I think that what it is that back in the day when we were into ICP, really, really hardcore juggalos, they were very anti-VMAs. They were like, fuck your award shows, fuck your bullshit, fuck Justin Timberlake and all that. So they wouldn't be caught dead at one of these award shows. And then I think that kind of hurt them after a while. Because they almost weren't allowed to go.
Perhaps just with time and the benefit of hindsight, both parties have kind of softened their stances on one another because ICP, it's kind of wild. Like I was telling you, if they just stopped making this horrible new music and just kind of focused on their nostalgia and all the flowers that they could potentially, pull in.
Because they just did the 20th anniversary of Riddlebox.
Yeah, they're doing...
The 20th anniversary of Great Malenko is right around the corner, and that's the big one that got them famous in the first place.
They're doing all the big festivals. They're not even a lower tier act. They're... Aftershock Festival, which is the big rock festival in California here, they were headlining a stage on one night with I'd have to pull out the lineup, but they're considered a top tier act still, and it's just kind of wild to think how far they've come as far as being publicly accepted. It just sucks that they keep trying to put out this new music that's really so bad.
Horrible. So when people are oh wow, I should really check out ICP.
Yeah, I would be all on board with jumping on the ICP nostalgia train and wearing an ICP shirt out or something like that if they weren't still making questionable decisions. It's just embrace it. Go fucking do a tour where you just play Great Malenko every night. That's what I want to see. I'll go see that.
What they need to do is when they released all of their best music during this Great Malenko, Amazing Jekyll Brothers,
the original Joker's Card run, including Bizarre, anything in that era.
All of that is great, but nobody was listening back then. It was such a niche thing. And anybody that did listen, they listened to the Nedden Game.
Yeah.
And Fuck the World, and that was about it.
Yeah, dude, ICP is, ridiculous as, the concept in general of two insane rapping clowns. They have some music that really fucking holds up.
It's really good.
It's not for everybody, obviously, but I think more and more people would see that, and the production's really good, really tight on all those albums. ICP was dope for a long time.
I think that when that stuff came out, nobody took them seriously, so nobody really listened to that music, all the deep cuts, unless you were a juggalo, which is why the fan base is so hardcore. And then now that everything's about to hit its 20-year anniversary, this audience that's now looking at ICP that never did before can enjoy all of those songs. Can just go through and listen to all those old albums. Yeah,
and I just think that there's been so many acts that have come along since that have done, silly things and kind of soften the expectations of what a rapper has to look like. And I just feel all of a sudden 2 Clowns doesn't really seem that big of a deal when you've had Little Pumps and all these other,
because that was very jarring back in the day.
You have these rappers that are unintentionally being clowns. And now we've
back when ICP first came out, it was very weird to see 2 guys in clown makeup. The only other rapper that looked odd was Eminem, and then every other rapper had the same kind of look. Yeah, now you've got your Tekashi 6ix9ines and all these people that just look like absolute fools.
I mean, that might be a dated reference already, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I think that ICP is, if they don't fuck it up, it's going to be good for them.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to.
They're getting their flowers. Yellow. Hey, Doug.
Oh, shit. I wonder if the ICP and Disney thing has something to do with it. Because wasn't ICP on Disney's?
But, no.
You got to get up.
No, that's not necessarily true, Doug. No, okay? I don't think that's... I mean, have you even listened to this podcast? Doug, do you know anything about this podcast? It's multifaceted, Doug. We talk about a variety of things. There's not one set topic. We kind of just go with the flow. And you're blocking the flow right now. You're corking up the flow. All right. Okay.
What did he say?
He said to move it along.
To move it along?
To move it along. He's not digging the ICP bit.
Well, I guess ICP does have like a bad history with Disney.
I mean, that... All right.
Actually, we're kind of getting ICP'd by Disney, if you think about it. Where they signed ICP on, agreed to put out their album.
They were signed to Hollywood Records, which was Disney-owned back in the day.
Then they put out Great Milenko, and they said, whoa, 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 and then pulled it all back.
Man, talk about a parallel.
We'll move on.
All right.
So another thing that happened since last week's episode is we had another 9/11. Not like a tragedy.
No.
But just 9/11, the anniversary of 9/11.
We celebrated another 9/11. Is it celebrate?
Yep. Okay. Okay, well, I have this note about someone running from the cartel. Is that going to be okay? Yeah. Okay. Got it. No 9/11. Copy. Okay, I'll tell him. He said he loves you. And we can't talk about 9/11.
Fuck.
He doesn't want to, he said he wants to keep the show distance from 9/11 and any other sort of American tragedies.
I mean, like, I'm down to sell out and just completely abandon my integrity, but, like, at least give us, like, if you're going to take away all these ideas that we have, like, give us something, like, give us some sort of script, or what do you want us to talk about, Doug?
Yeah, give us a list of approved
What do you want us to talk about?
He said we could talk about this because it will help with the fear-mongering. Disney likes pushing the agenda that we should be afraid of immigrants.
Should we just be pushing, like, Disney agenda? Was that, like, the only safe terrain that we have is by, like, researching what Disney wants to accomplish?
It kind of seems like we have to agree with Disney.
All right, well, hey, Siri, what is Disney's political agenda? Oh,
Siri,
computer.
Who the hell are you talking to?
I was talking to Siri. I have Apple Intelligence. I don't need computer no more.
Oh, okay. Shit. You got an early drop, a beta of Apple Intelligence?
No, but I wish.
That would
hey,
be
Siri, what is Apple's political agenda?
Disney's political agenda.
I found this on the web.
Do you smoke weed or something?
I did smoke some weed, yeah. I thought. Hey, Siri, what is Disney's political agenda?
Here's what I found.
Could you read it to me, please?
I found this on the web.
Siri, I'm driving. Can you please read what you found?
Here's what I found.
No, Siri, I need you to read it to me. Can you read me the article?
I found this on the web.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Apple Intelligence sucks,
Yeah.
dude. Let's ask the VP. What is Disney's political agenda?
Disney's political stance is often debated because the company engages in a variety of social, cultural, and business practices that some view as political. Historically, Disney has been associated with family-friendly entertainment and has largely avoided overtly political content. However, in recent years, Disney has taken public stances on issues like diversity, LGBTQ plus rights, and environmental sustainability,
What
which some
stances?
people interpret as political activism. For example, Disney faced both praise and backlash for its inclusion of more diverse characters and storylines in its films and shows.
Okay, we can run with that.
Okay, so we need to get someone that's diverse on the show. Get a new cast member that is not white.
Yeah, I mean, like Satchmo is. I mean, I don't know what Satchmo is, but he looks pretty diverse. Does he not fit in here? I think Satchmo's really like become the breakout star on this podcast, and I think we get a lot of positive feedback about Satchmo. People asking, "Where's Satchmo? Can we get more Satchmo?"
Hello?
Doing a great job, Satchmo.
Wait, hold on. No, we can't. This isn't anything that we agreed with at the beginning. We can't just start removing cast members. But he's been a part of the show for years.
You?
No, not me. Not me.
Oh.
He's he's extremely vital to the show, Doug. We can't afford to lose him.
Me.
Maybe. Who exactly are you talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, I'll talk to Ty. Well, I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll talk to Ty. Okay. All right. Okay. Satchmo, can you do me a favor, and I want you to get something queued up for this next segment in the show. So if you could just put these AirPods in.
Here, I'll help you, Satchmo.
Find the section of the video that pertains to what we're going to talk about. You know what I mean? If you could just get that queued up for us.
There you go, bud. Those comfy. All right.
Thanks, man. Okay, now we can talk. Now that he can't hear us.
Yeah.
Doug wants to get rid of Satchmo.
You can't get rid of Satchmo. Satchmo has a contract with us.
That's what I said. But he said that our contract with Disney supersedes Satchmo's contract with us.
Satchmo has an ironclad, bulletproof contract.
But the thing is that Disney's lawyers are kind of better than ours.
We have Natalie Coldwater.
Well, Natalie Coldwater doesn't. I mean, she's good. Don't get me wrong, she's great. But compared to Disney's legal team,
why do they want to get rid of Satchmo?
He's not testing well.
He's not testing well.
The kids are scared of him. Which kid shouldn't be watching the show?
But
that's one thing that I stressed to Disney.
He's like a Muppet type deal, you know, like a.
You figure kids would love him, right?
Yeah, he's like a puppet. He's a puppet.
Yeah. Well, kids don't like him. They think he's scary.
They don't like Satchmo?
No.
Fuck. Well, we can't
get rid of him.
We can't get rid of him.
No.
So okay. So we just draw a line.
Figure something out.
Draw a line in the sand.
We got to figure something out.
Line in the sand.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Satchmo. Appreciate it, man.
Satchmo, you're doing a great job, and everybody loves you,
dude. We appreciate everything you do around here.
Thank you.
So Satchmo is, some sort of, he's ambiguously raced, like The Rock or Jessica Alba.
Yeah, he's not white.
Mm-hmm. Computer is black, but we keep him kind of tucked behind everything.
I mean,
which
Computer operates like a white person.
Mm-hmm. Smart Plug, which still hasn't shown up.
Smart Plug, I mean, he's an inanimate object, but he seems like he might be.
He's white.
Is he white?
Yeah, he's white.
Oh wow. Then that's not okay for him to behave.
We are white. Free candy.
Yeah, I mean, he's Canadian, so very white.
No, he's American in Canada.
Oh,
remember?
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't really test well with our voters if we have a Canadian guy working for us. So we got an American guy that is in Canada.
So we really don't have any color here.
No. So we're going to need some diversity is what Doug said.
I mean, I don't disagree. I disagree about getting rid of Satchmo. The Satchmo, you're staying.
Yeah, we can't do that. So this letter that I got. I got this letter in my mail at my house.
Your physical mailbox this appeared in. Was it in an envelope or was it just like that?
So this was inside of a package that was on top of my mailbox.
What?
So
it was in a package?
So I order pastaroni bulk off of Amazon, right?
That's a really weird thing to do.
I know. That's the worst part about this story is that to say how this got inside of a package, I have to explain what the package was.
I think that's the first time a story ever started with I order bulk pastaroni via Amazon.
I order bulk microwavable pastaroni bowls.
Okay, I'm not judging you. If there's some value there, you saving a few bucks on them that way.
They're for lunch.
Okay.
You know, bring one every day for lunch. You get a box of them. You get them for like 60 cents a piece instead of $2.50 at the store.
Yeah.
So, this box comes with, on every face of the box, there's like a little hole, like a gap in the cardboard, right? Where you can see into the box what it is. Because it's kind of like, it's packaged to go to a store. And you know how things that are like on the top cap at a store, that's still in the box that it ships in, it says Oreo all over it.
And
there's
you can
little
just kind
holes in the box so you can see what it is.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the kind of box it is.
Okay.
Which is how they were able to roll this note up and
they were able to
inside
infiltrate the box that way. Gotcha.
So it goes into the box. We get it. Start popping out pastaronis, right? You got white cheddar and shells. You got angel hair pasta. You got corkscrew and 4 cheese. And going through them throughout the week. And at the end of the week, reach in there and find this note.
Oh, what? You got it at the very end?
At the very end.
That kind of makes it even more...
So weeks had gone by since this note was left.
Shoot, so they could be dead. The cartel could have won by now.
Now this says, my name is blank. Now I'm going to redact the name.
There is a name.
But there is a name on here.
And we did do some Googling, and that appears to be a real person, a real local person.
Yes. My name is blank. Cartel is after me. I don't know why. They have paid policemen to harass me and everyone in my life. Echo Shelter won't take me. They tried to poison me. Now that is the shelter that's the local, right up the street from my house.
It's the local homeless shelter.
Now maybe we should redact that too, Jerry. We should redact the shelter that it is.
Cut it out.
So the shelter is an actual shelter right up the street from my house, and they won't take her. And they tried to poison her. Please contact FBI based out of LA. I'm scared. They stole my phones, everything. They're trying to kill me. I'm so scared. Please help me. I don't know what else to do. Now, as a, 2024 presidential candidate, how does this make you feel?
Well, when I first read it, I thought this has got to be a crazy person, right? But then, like we both did, we both popped the name in and found this actual local person who that appears to be, and I did some scrolling through their profile, and
pretty normal.
This is a normal person with children
kids,
and a family, and it's possible. I mean, certainly, paranoid schizophrenia is a real thing that happens to people. But so is cartels trying to kill people and police corruption and all these other things. I mean, crooked homeless shelters poisoning people. I mean, so
I'm sure that happens, right?
Really, I'm in no position. I'm not a police detective. I know a police detective named Bob Depperschmidt.
Maybe we can reached
out to him. I'm waiting to hear back from him.
Okay.
But, myself, I'm not qualified. All I can say is, as far as people dealing with paranoid schizophrenia, I think we need to make healthcare, that's one of the issues I'm pretty liberal about, is healthcare and providing, every American with access to healthcare when they need it, regardless whether it's mental health or your physical health or even dental health. I think it's absurd that you have to pay separately and in a lot of cases far more to get your teeth fixed or your noggin fixed. They got to tinker with your ticker, costs you upwards of more money than the average American has to get themselves well. So I think we got to really fix the healthcare system.
I think the average American, or it's like 92% of Americans can't afford $1,000 emergency.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's why they're just racking up this medical debt. And I mean, like, obviously the ER still treats you whether you have money to pay or not. So like, obviously, like the whole system is broken on both ends. So we really got to fix that. Now, as far as the fucking cartel goes, I think it's time we played hardball. First of all, I think
American cartel.
You're assuming this is an American cartel that she's referencing?
That you're saying that we should make an
with
American
the Mexican cartel. Oh yeah, maybe we make an American
cartel.
A rival cartel. Yes, that's I like your thinking there. So yeah, we're gonna operate. I mean, this isn't gonna technically be like a new branch of law enforcement or anything like that. It's just I'm good. It's gonna be a cartel.
Working outside the law, vigilante style.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be like the Hell's Angels, but targeting just other countries' cartels.
Are you talking about the Guardian Angels?
Am I?
Or the Hell's Angels? Guardian Angels is like a volunteer police force that was around in like mostly the 70s and 80s, and they would patrol the streets.
Yeah,
they would wear the red berets. The Guardian Angels or the Hell's Angels is a notoriously violent biker gang.
So that's what I'm thinking more of, like the Hell's Angels.
But what if you combine them?
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, there's your cartel, right? They've got red berets. They're well-intentioned,
leather vests.
They don't mean berets. Like they want to cut back on crime.
They want to help old ladies.
They're willing to stab and murder, and in some cases rape to get their mission accomplished.
I like that. Yeah. So I think that we should form our own cartel, unleash them on the Mexican cartel.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Get out of here.
Boom.
Stop it.
I'm the only presidential candidate with the stones to tell you that we need our own cartel. You think Kamala Harris is going to tell you that we need a cartel? She's tough on crime. She wants nothing to do with criminals. No. I'm on board with fighting fire with fire. That's what you got to do sometimes. And I mean, I don't even think Trump would have the balls to say that we need a cartel. I'm sure he's on board with vigilante justice if it benefits him and the January 6th traitors. But when it comes to fighting the cartel, I don't think Trump even has the stones to unleash our own cartel on the cartel.
No.
So that's, there you go there. So that's
all right. Nice.
I hope she heard me.
I like that.
And I hope that solves her problem.
So another thing that I wanted to do was the presidential debate between Trump and Kamala Harris just went down.
I was not invited to participate in that.
No,
that's kind of. I mean, I know I'm the third party candidate, and traditionally third party candidates aren't taken seriously. But if basing my campaign off the Ross Perot 92 model, I should have been invited to participate in this debate. And a lot of people said that first debate between Perot, Clinton, and Bush, Ross Perot won far and away, and his numbers skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So obviously the establishment doesn't want to risk that happening for me. So I was kind of forced to sit on the sidelines.
So what I wanted to do was give you a chance to have a voice in that debate.
Hell yeah.
Ask you some questions.
Fuck yeah.
And see, now did you see Kamala Harris and the people that were accusing her of wearing a earpiece?
Yeah,
the earrings?
Yeah, Matt sent me that.
So you can you just verify with us that you are not wearing any sort of earpiece that would transmit any sort of answers?
I've got these headphones that we use all the time, and I mean,
is that an earpiece technically?
Technically, yes.
Okay. But it just all you can hear is me giving you the questions.
That's right.
You can't hear anything Jerry's
saying.
No,
there's no third party. There's no, Doug is not in my ear filling me in on Disney agendas. And you know what? Like, I wouldn't listen if he was. Is that my ear or is it the phone?
That's the phone.
It's the phone?
Yeah. Hello? Okay.
What, do you want to talk to me?
He wants to talk to you.
Okay. Hey, Doug. Yeah. Well, no. I think we really just need to keep my campaign and Disney separate. This campaign predates Disney's purchase of this podcast. You guys should have known what you were buying. No. you can't do that. People are going to see right through that, Doug. People are going to see right through that, and it's going to make us both look bad. It's going to make us all look like a bunch of idiots. No, I have my own policies, Doug, and I don't have to listen to what you or anybody at Disney said. You know what? Put Michael Eisner on the phone. He's not with Disney anymore. He's been dead for years. Michael, all right. Okay, regardless, dude, you need to stay in your own lane, Doug. All right, you may have control over this podcast, but you don't have control over the campaign, nor will I secede it. Okay, I love you too.
What was that all about?
He wants to make sure that Disney's policies align with mine, and there's synergy between the campaign and Disney.
We're doing that.
I told him, I can't guarantee that. I'm the one running for president here, not Disney. You can't elect a company president, technically speaking.
Not yet.
We're probably not far from it.
Yeah, it's coming.
But yeah, no. So I just tried to explain to him that, hey, I'm not going to consult Disney, for every little policy that I have. I've got my, the people are voting for me. They want my brain in there. They don't want Disney.
You're your own advisor.
Yeah.
We've gone through this.
Disney's too woke for a lot of people, and then probably not woke enough for some others. So I think it's best that they left it at my discretion.
Yeah. So there was a lot of hard-hitting questions during this debate between Trump and Kamala Harris. And then a lot of excitement, a lot of scurrying, a lot of screaming. There was the guy.
Are you sure?
Well, Trump got shot in the ear.
Oh, yeah.
And then everybody was running.
Are you talking about the Trump rally or are you talking about the debate? I'm confused.
That was at the debate when he got shot.
No.
Right?
No. That was just a Trump rally, a campaign rally that he held. And that was probably 2 months ago now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you got things mixed up.
Sorry, I'm having a really hard time keeping up with politics.
Yeah, and it's hard to focus when we're under constant fear of this fucking red phone.
Yeah, I don't even know how long Doug's been around here now. Okay, well, either way, there was a lot of...
Have you seen anything concrete that tells us that this deal is real? Have you seen any paperwork, or did they send the Dole Whip and Mickey bars? Aside from this phone appearing and this guy just calling us.
No.
Okay. Well, let's just keep that in mind.
Jerry, is there any sort of proof that you can present us now that shows us that we're in this deal with Disney for real? Or is this some sort of extravagant Halloween prank?
Jerry, is this a handshake deal? Did a man just approach you claiming to be with Disney and make a handshake deal for the podcast with you?
They're in his other pants. He has a contract that's in his other pants.
All right. Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, you need to bring that next week.
I'm gonna give everyone the benefit of the doubt for it, because who has? It seems like an elaborate prank if you were gonna play one. Who would want to go through with all that?
It's a lot of steps.
I'm gonna give.
He had to get a landline installed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there was a lot of important questions asked at this debate, and I feel like you didn't get your chance to put in your 2 cents on these.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask some of those to you today. The first one is, when you become president, how will you balance work and life?
I just probably won't have much of a personal life. My kids are going to suffer. My kids are going to, unfortunately, see a lot less of me. I'm not going to be able to be quite the father. Granted, they'll probably receive far better treatment by everybody else. They're going to be the president's son. They're going to get to go to private schools, roll around in probably like a nice Escalade, like a black Escalade. They'll have the Secret Service around them. They'll get special treatment in a lot of cases. So, in that regard, my kids are going to benefit in the sense that they're not going to see me almost ever. They're probably they're going to take a hit to their time with.
But that life without you is going to be better than the life with you without presidency.
Probably, I'm not that great of a father, so I'm.
I think you're a good father, but I think that when you become president, then maybe not so much.
Maybe not so much. Yeah. So to answer that question, I'm probably just going to have very little. It's going to be. Work is going to outweigh my social life to a great degree.
Now, social media, are you going to be running your own social media, or I have been getting approached by the guy that ran the Wendy's social media.
Oh yeah,
is interested in running your social media.
He had some zingers for a little bit, and it might be funny.
He went on to run like some other social media recently too.
So we just outsource it. We outsource it to a witty influencer guy and let him make.
What do you think about that? Or do you want to have your own voice on social media?
What's gonna benefit Disney the most? I think that's the question we should be asking.
I think the meme guy.
The meme guy, okay. So we'll go ahead and I'm sure Doug will let us know if that's the incorrect answer.
When you become president and you get briefed on everything, the ins and outs of presidency, and get all the secrets, that only the president gets to know, and the teller of the secrets.
Yeah.
Will you tell us if aliens are real?
I think probably first thing I'll do once I have that info is give Doug a ring and give him, bring him up to speed on all of it and just kind of see where he wants to go from there, whether, that's in the best interest of the Disney Corporation to reveal those secrets to you or anybody else, or whether we just want to keep that to ourselves.
Okay. That's a good idea.
See what Doug's take is.
Fast food. You got 30 minutes to run through a drive-thru. What's your go-to fast food meal, and how would you order it as commander-in-chief? That's a real question they asked.
I'll probably still just use the app. I don't know that I'm going to order it any differently. Lately, my go-tos have been Chipotle, but Chipotle gave me a tummy ache earlier today, so I don't know. I'll probably still say Chipotle.
Okay, I like that.
I like Chipotle. It's good.
Now, campaign slogans, which is something that we have not announced yet, what our campaign slogans are. But once you become president, what would your presidential slogan be?
I think tie or die.
Tie or die?
Tie or die.
That is good.
That's sick.
Would you say it like that? Like, that was almost like Clinton-esque.
Tie or die.
Tie or die. Tie or die.
No, I'd probably say it in a variety of tones, just depending on the situation.
Okay. What pets will you have in the White House?
I'm allowed to have a dog in the White House, huh? I'll probably get a pretty big dog. I've never been allowed to have a dog because I'm always a renter. I don't own a home and new dogs. Yeah. So, granted, I won't own the White House, but I think the landlords will, in that case, allow me to have a dog.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
I'm thinking I'm going to take advantage of that and get a dog.
Okay.
Probably like a pretty big dog, like a Saint Bernard or something like that.
And last question, what are your plans for your first day as
talk
president?
More about the dog, like the Saint Bernard? I was thinking
we could. Yeah.
What would be like a good name for him?
What was the movie with Beethoven?
Beethoven.
Yeah. What if you call him
Mozart?
Yeah, I was going to say Mozart or Ludwig.
Ludwig. Oh, yeah, Ludwig von Beethoven.
Ludwig?
I feel like there was a sequel to Beethoven where he has a bunch of puppies.
Yeah, it's called Beethoven Second.
Possibly one of the puppies was named Ludwig.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong about that.
Okay, that might be copywritten then.
I know they did fact checking on Trump and Harris for their stuff. So maybe whoever does the fact checking could check that out for me and let us know in the comments. Sound off below what were the names of Beethoven's puppies. But yeah, that would be good.
So yeah, you're gonna have one Saint Bernard.
Maybe like one Saint Bernard and then maybe like a bulldog.
Because I don't think there's a cap. You can have as many animals as you want.
Okay,
including, animals that aren't dogs.
Presumably, I'm going to have like a huge staff that can just look after these dogs for me. So I'm not going to have to like clean up their, I'll just be able to play with them and like pet them.
And then if you could have one mythical creature in the White House, what would it be?
A centaur? Maybe like a centaur. That's where it's like a dude with like horse body, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because then, that's an extra, he's got like a human's mind. He can contribute to the conversation and kind of, actually be
extra guy.
A contributor to my staff. But then he's also like a horse guy. So
he can kick hard.
I can ride around on him if I need to.
He could run fast.
Yeah. So we'll go centaur. I feel good about that.
Yeah. You could use him as like an indoor golf cart throughout the West Wing.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. And last question, how will you be spending your first day as president?
Probably catch a fade, get a few White Claws. Like I figure, like first day, that's like a celebration day, right? Like I don't have to get down to brass tacks until
you go barbecue.
Probably like the full first week. I'm just gonna get a little sloppy and probably look at the memes that are being made about me and like read the comment sections on a bunch of posts that see what people are saying.
That's a good
maybe
idea.
argue with them, because if people are talking bad about me, which probably some of them are going to, like I feel like the need to personally hop in those comment sections, maybe from a burner account. You don't necessarily want to do it from your personal account. It could look bad.
Yeah, not the presidential account.
Somebody needs to be hopping in there defending me.
That's one thing that's really exciting is that when you become president, they give you
I get the POTUS account.
They give you POTUS.
Oh, I'm gonna be wilding on the POTUS account. I'm gonna be posting memes, reels
crazy.
all day.
So yeah, once you get the POTUS account, then
so I feel like if that was the debate questions, and like if you just inserted me in there, like and compared what I just did to the performances of Trump or Harris, I won, right? Won.
You definitely won.
So okay, I'm feeling good about that. That's got to raise our stock by a few points nationally.
So is there anything else that you want to let the people know before we get out of here?
Yeah, subscribe to Disney Plus. There's a lot of great content on there. I know they just put a new season of Mickey Mouse Playhouse up there, which my kids love.
Oh, okay.
My kids love Mickey Mouse Playhouse, so great stuff there. You got Puppy Dog Pals. You got a few other shows. You got the entire Simpsons catalog on there. Granted, they don't have like the DVD writers' commentaries, which I'm really hoping maybe we can get Doug to add. But aside from that, Disney Plus has got some great content. They just absorbed Hulu. So right now, if you have both a Hulu and a Disney Plus account, you can get that all rolled into one app. You can get all that content packed in there. So
what app is it? Is it Disney Plus or
Disney
is it Hulu?
Plus. It's Disney Plus.
Okay. All right. We were talking the other day about Comedy Bang Bang, the TV show.
Yeah.
And that was originally on IFC, and then it got bought by Netflix, and then Netflix didn't renew the show, so they pulled it, but they still owned the distribution rights for it, so they couldn't show it anywhere else. And that just changed, and now it's available for free on YouTube every season.
No, you can't. Don't say that.
Oh, well.
You mean Disney Plus, right? It's available for free on Disney Plus for subscribers.
Hey. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I realized that right after I said it. No, yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's just, Disney Plus is becoming such a strong streaming service that it's like the YouTube of streaming now, is what I meant. So I got them mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was just like, what's the main one,
Nice
Disney Plus.
Nice save.
So, yeah, I'm so sorry. Is that a mandatory thing? And what about Ty? Okay. And free candy? Okay. All right, bye. I think he's upset. He didn't say he loved you this time. And he only says that he loves you. He doesn't say he loves me, which is weird. I don't know what that's all about. So Doug said that we have to cancel our YouTube, not only our YouTube Red subscriptions, but we have to deactivate our YouTube accounts. And we can only watch YouTube not logged in.
Fuck, so we have to watch ads like suckers.
Because Disney ads run on YouTube.
You know what? I'm going to take my chances because I don't know necessarily that he can see that, whether we do or not. Like, how is he going to know? How's he going to know? So I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to
And free candy, I wouldn't change anything just yet. Just kind of wait it out. But yeah. So we're going to delete those. And because now that Disney Plus has Hulu. They're going to get Netflix soon. They're going to get YouTube soon.
It's all coming. Disney is just going to keep buying up properties. And if anybody tries to sue for antitrust, they're going to. I mean, those lawyers will roll you over, buddy. So Natalie Coldstone is now looking at being disbarred because she couldn't keep up with the Disney lawyers, and she's just in a world of hurt now. So believe you me, like
and
Disney
Natalie
lawyers,
Coldstone was Natalie Coldwater's backup. No, they work together. They're a legal team.
Of course. Yes, yeah.
And without Coldwater is, it's barely. It's not.
It's best not to poke the bear when you're dealing with the Disney legal team. So,
and I think that what we're going to do is we're going to jump on it early so that we can just accelerate this thing where Disney takes over all the streaming services.
Bring it on, baby! Bring it on! Right, everything under the Mickey umbrella.
And if you sign up now with the code NHP. You can save $2 off your first month.
$2 and hell yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. Okay. Well, is there anything that we could, any sort of? Okay. All right. I love you.
Did he say I love you too?
No.
Fuck.
He laughed, which was.
That's, I don't know. You never want that when you say that to somebody.
No.
You never want them to laugh.
So, what he said was, what were we talking about before he called?
Signing up for Disney Plus with the promo code NHP.
No promo code.
No promo code?
So we don't have a promo code. And the perk that we can give to listeners is that they get to watch the show on Disney Plus when it releases.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a great deal, everybody, right? Like that's better than saving $2. You get to watch the show eventually.
So, real quick before we get out of here, I do have something secret planned that I didn't even tell you.
Oh, is it a good secret or
it's a good secret? It's good. It's positive.
Okay, fuck it. Let's go.
I am going to attempt to break a world record on the show right now. Okay? For everyone to see, we're going to do this live.
Let's fucking go. What world record are you going to break?
I am going to break the world record for slowest talking. Now, this is the least amount of words spoken in 10 seconds.
Okay, fuck yeah. You got this. You got this. You've been training all your life for this.
The world record is 2 words. So I'm going to try to beat that.
Okay, do I need to get the timer out?
Yes, please. Start a timer. Get a timer ready and then give me a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. And then start it on go.
Okay.
So that way I know when to start.
I'm going to reset the stopwatch here.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go. You did it. You did it. You broke the record.
Was that 10 seconds?
That was 38 seconds.
No, it was supposed to be 10 seconds.
It was 38 seconds. So you broke the record by like a wide margin.
Did I break the record?
You broke the record. The record's broken.
No fucking way.
The record's broken.
That fucking
old record. That old record is gone.
Hell yeah.
That fucking old record out of here.
Yeah.
That fucking old record out of here. There's a new record.
Fuck yeah.
There's a new record.
Couldn't have done it without you. We love you. We'll see you next week. Love you, Ty. Love you, Satchmo. Love you, Doug. Love you, Doug. Love you, dude. I love you, Doug.
I don't drink soda.
Natural Habitat Recordings.